After a disappointing end to the season, after we get absolutely stomped out by the Buffalo Bills on a 3-game losing streak, we finished out here 8-8. Not bad. Could have been the Colts. We all know the Colts are a cursed franchise here in Madden, but I would have liked to see. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. We need the Texans and Titans both to lose for us to have a chance to win the AFC South. But 8-8 in an expansion season with literally no one at quarterback certainly is not too bad. Let's take a look here at the final season stats for our roster before today. This is going to be the entire offseason all the way up to the draft. The video is going to finish with me kind of asking you guys where I should go with the draft. Give you a couple options, if you will, and then we'll open up with the draft based on what you guys think we should do. So looking at our team on the offense side of the ball, like again, I think we're going to go with Brandon. Now, we're definitely going to re-sign him. I think he might be a free agent. But I feel more confident with him being our backup quarterback, not our starter next year, or at least compete for the starting gig. I don't think he did it well enough. I pretty much set the goal that he had to help us make the playoffs for him to really consider our starting quarterback. But then again, he got sacked 44 times. How much of that is due to his lack of awareness, I don't know. But 2,100 passing yards, 14 touchdowns, and 3 picks for Brandon Allen. So we can probably get Mike Glenn's big contract off the books. If Brandon Allen did enough, I think, to at least warrant a roster spot next season. That is totally up to you guys. If I think, if you guys think, actually, should I keep Brandon Allen as our starter, or should we look at drafting a quarterback? But we'll get to that as we end this video. Running the ball, Leonard Fournette had 1,567 rushing yards to go along with 14 touchdowns. So now you know how I started out this season. I said the goal for Leonard Fournette was to at least match what Ezekiel Elliott did as a rookie for the Dallas Cowboys. And let's pop it up right here. Just give me a second. What Zeke's final stats were for the Dallas Cowboys this season. We got league leaders in rushing yards. Ezekiel Elliott finished the year with, oh my God, C4, should have had this fucking ready. Ezekiel Elliott had 1,631 rushing yards. So we did not accumulate that, which is incredibly frustrating. But what about rushing touchdown, sorry. Zeke had 15 rushing. Motherfucker, he barely squeaked us out in both categories. I get 100% safe. I was in control. We didn't switch the format up where we had the computer sim for the final 4 games, and then we took over in the final game. Leonard Fournette would have crushed what Zeke did. But, you know, pretty much in the same kind of year that Ezekiel Elliott had, as he has 97, almost a 100-yard average per game. He was pretty much the lifeblood of our offense. We had one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL. There's no doubt about that. Receiving, Allen Robinson had himself one hell of a year. 64 receptions, 1,400 yards, and 13 touchdowns. Big time year from him. Deshaun Jackson, who's set to be a free agent, I don't think I'm going to re-sign him. I'm going to see what other options we have on the market. Maybe go get a little bit younger. 48 receptions, 624 yards, 6 touchdowns. Montgomery, not bad. 534 and 2. Luke Wilson, 400 yards from the tight end spot. 250 yards and a touchdown from Leonard Fournette out of the backfield. But obviously this was the Allen Robinson show. On the offensive line, Brandon Linder, very good for us. We obviously have to think that he's probably the only solid, for sure, coming back next year, start all 60 games, didn't give up a sack. But look at this. 6 sacks from Jokel. 7 sacks from Vollmer. He's going to be gone. But look at that. Trey Turner, 13. Yikes. 23 from Kelvin Beachum. We absolutely need to have a better left tackle next season. He will not be coming back. And on the defensive side of the ball, our rookies went off for us. Jared Davis, 128 tackles, 107 from Telvin Smith, and 107 from our rookie, Josh Harvey Clemens. Both those guys had excellent seasons. For sacks, we got 16 sacks from Dante Fowler, 13 from Shaq Barrett, 6.5 from David Onyemata, and 6 from Dom Easley. Our front 4 was very good. The Wolf Pack, baby. Oh, who? Barrett and Fowler, those guys are absolute animals, and, you know, big parts of why we were able to get to where we were. Clearly, we weren't getting down the offensive side of the ball more often than not. It was coming back to our defense being able to shut down opposing teams. And for interceptions, we got 3 picks from Jalen Ramsey, 2 from Jared Davis, 2 from G.J. Swearinger, and a bunch of guys got 1 to their name. I will give a shout-out here to Mr. Austin Reckow, who had the highest average yards per punt, because not only am I the best field goal kicker on YouTube, but I am also the best punter, clearly. All right, let's take a look quickly at the season year-end awards. The MVP went to Le'Veon Bell for quite some time. He didn't even... that's stupid. Quite some time, obviously, before we dumped the sim. It really looked like it was between Le'Veon Bell and Leonard Fournette, but obviously Le'Veon Bell kept it up. The Titans, Le'Veon Bell. I guess the Pittsburgh Steelers decided not on re-signing him. Coach of the Year went to Mike McCoy. Any left for us? No, of course not. All right, so Offensive Player of the Year went to Le'Veon Bell. Let's just look here for some Huskies. Leonard Fournette came at number 8, which is nice for the rookie. Defensive Player of the Year went to Kiko Alonso. We had no one. Offensive Rookie of the Year clearly was going to go to Leonard Fournette. He was an absolute monster. We have Juju Smith-Schuster came in at number 4. We got Mitchell Trubisky at number 7. Zach Terrell, our backup quarterback, came in at 8. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Zach Cunningham of the Cincinnati Bengals, beating out our boy Jared Davis for number 2. Myles Garrett came number 3. Tack McKinley, number 4. Marlon Humphrey, number 5. Sidney Jones, number 6. Josh Harvey Clemens, number 7. And Desmond King at number 9. And Derek Barnett at number 10. So some of our custom rookies, some of them not. But a lot of them were featured here. As Jared Davis comes number 2. Good pull for him. Best QB went to Blake Bortles. We had no one. Running back went to Le'Veon, with Fournette being the runner-up. That was one hell of a battle, and that's going to be pretty much the storyline for probably this entire series. Is going to be Le'Veon Bell versus Fournette in the AFC South. Wide receiver went to Antonio Brown. Allen Robinson came in at number 3. Best offensive lineman, we're definitely not having anyone there. Maybe Linder. Linder came in at number 9. I expect that from a center that started all games and didn't give up a sack. Defensive line went to Khalil Mack. We got Dante Fowler coming in at number 6. That's it. Linebacker went to Von Miller. No love to Jared Davis. Absolute disrespect. Best defensive back went to Marcus Peters. And we had no one there as well. Come on, bro. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to simulate through the playoffs. We'll take a look at the final Super Bowl, and then we're going to jump into the offseason. Alright, we're back. Let's take a look here quickly at the Super Bowl. Who won the Super Bowl? Wasn't us, unfortunately. But it looks like the Super Bowl matchup was the Saints against the Chargers. The Chargers, of course, the most overpowered team in Madden. And it looks like potentially that would have been Drew Brees' final game. Was that Drew Brees' quarterback of the Saints? Drew Brees! So potentially in his last game ever, won the Super Bowl. So what a great end to an illustrious career for Drew Brees. Now before we jump into free agency, we have a couple in-house dealings we may need to look at. Players available. I saw Telvin Smith. We're going to want to probably bring Telvin Smith back. Alright, so what we got here on the offensive line. Turk is solid depth, but I don't really want to splurge that much. Colwyn was not. I mean, he's a dude we may want to bring back, but we'll let him hit the market. Trey Turner, again, might have to bring him back because usually the offensive line is fairly weak. But I think we have to bring. We'll offer him a deal here. We'll see if he takes that. If not, all right, go fuck yourself. All right, Telvin Smith, though, on the other hand, you probably should have tried to negotiate him with a little bit earlier. Give him something like that. A 4-year, $30 million. Oh, he's going to free agency. He told us go fuck ourselves because we waited too long. But we should try to re-sign Telvin Smith as best we can, as we're going to simulate it into free agency. But what we should do here is let's go to the first opening week, and then we're going to do some cuts. Snip, snip. Try to free up some available cap that we could splurge. But, I mean, there's going to be some cuts. The band hammer is coming down. Let's look at the roster here. Our free agents are gone. So what we have is we got Mike Glennon. Frees up $3 million, you're gone. Mike Glennon, you are no longer required. Surplus requirement. So we're going to be going with Zach Terrell and Brandon Allen. We have yet to spend our XP, which we're going to need to do. But that's how it is right now. Chris Ivory, God, it sucks having that in the books. But he'll be our backup. Wide receivers, Allen Robinson, Ty Montgomery, Rashad Green, Sharon Peak, and a couple of rookies. No cuts there. Tight end. I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot of money we're going to be able to free up here. Maybe this Neil Sterling, you can get out of here. He was on the trade block. Yeah, like we're ready to get something for a 62 tight end. Beecham needs to go. We're cutting Kelvin Beecham. This guy here was terrible. Absolutely terrible. So he is gone. Freeing up $3 million in cap. We have to keep Jokel, Linder, AJ Can will be our guard. Vollmer is gone. Thank you very much, but you're gone. Freeing up $5 million in cap. We get Antonio Garcia from Troy and John Heck. 2 young rookies here. Who knows? Maybe let him battle out, but that's too much of a liability to gamble on that. Crawford, oh my god, we got to get him out of here soon. $7 million cap for a depth guy. Maybe move him to defensive tackle if we have to. Easily, you can get this guy, Richard Ash. He was, I think he was one of our bust picks, if I do remember. It was quite some time ago, but he will be gone. Barrett, no savings here. No real, maybe we can probably get rid of. He's Pullard. Paul Warlow, freeing up $1 million. He's decent depth, though, Paul Warlow. Good special teamer. All right, everything looking good there. Brian Poole, Wouzier. All right, everything's looking decent. Could probably get rid of Karras Slake. We don't need 3 free safeties. Then again, I don't even know if there's anyone on the market worth buying as it stands right now. Harvey Clemens was our absolute animal for us. And our kicker and punter. All right. So now we're going in with as much ammunition as we possibly can to free agency. We got $40 million. Let's see who we can get. Offensive line would be phenomenal. Oh. Who needs to draft a quarterback when Derek Carr is an available free agent? That might be the guy. Like, so much goes on the fact that if I can get a good rookie quarterback, I could slam him into the title of the video. And I'll be like, that's another guy to build upon. Fuck, so many people are like, why didn't you just take Derek Carr? Oh, we'll wait and see with Derek Carr. What else can we do? Fournette, we're fine at running back. Fullback, I might want to look at a better run-blocking fullback. Maybe, who do I know is a big-time? Anthony Sherman, maybe? People are already offered for these guys. Tyler Klutz. He's 250 pounds. Can this guy run block? What's his run block? 75. Ooh. What's this guy's run block? 66. How are you? 73. Dvorsky Lane. 73. Derek Coleman. 70. What the fuck is all these receivers? I want a guy that's just going to lay some lumber down and get create a hole here for my goddamn freak beast Leonard Fournette. John Kuhn. Well, no, John Kuhn's not going to be a run blocker. Austin Johnson. Gee, Will Tufako. What's this guy saying? Tommy Bohannon. Alright, so not seeing much here in terms of primary run blockers. What's this, Mooney? Did we check him out? Alright, let's lowball this Mooney guy. He's a veteran. We're not going to give him $19 million. We'll give him, what's the minimum? We'll give him $500K. There you go. I would like to get a fullback here. Alright, wide receivers. We got Allen Robinson and Ty Montgomery as our starters. We could look at improving the third spot as Deshaun Jackson hit free agency. Let's see if there's anyone here with some upside that we may want to... Who's that? Demaryius Thomas. He could be a nice little playmaker for us. One cops an arm and a leg. Goodwin's a burner. Taylor Gabriel's 27. Taylor Gabriel might be a low-key signing. Meredith, he's 6'3". I mean, we already got the size, though, with Allen Robinson. We need a compliment. Montgomery's a jack of all trades. We need our burner on the outside. And Devontae Adams is going to cost too much, especially if we want to stay and play for Derek Carr. I think I'm going to have to go with Derek Carr. Clearly, I want to, get that big name quarterback, get a Sam Darnold, get someone like that. But Derek Carr's a beast. All right, let's get Demaryius Thomas in here. Again, another guy that's kind of similar to what we'll probably get. We'll give him that. We'll offer him a little bit of a... not a perfect deal, but if we could sign him, it might be all right. Paul Richardson, he could be another guy. See if we can lowball him, offer him something not too crazy. A 2-year, $4.9 mil. We also saw Paul Richardson ball out in the playoffs. Jeff Janis, more speed out there if we need it. We can available at that in the second stage, the second wave of free agency. We got Fedorowicz here as a big-time tight end. But we have Luke Wilson, who is serviceable. I mean, that is good, though. 26. We'll come back to that. Left tackle, I'm not seeing much here. Oh, my God. Beecham was the best guy. He was a complete liability. Maybe we could look at a guard that we could swing out. Ted Larson, Willie Beavers. Center, Manx, 6'4". Still $15 million. Trey Turner. We let him hit free agency. We got Greco. I'm fine with Cam, though, being that. We got Juwan James as a right tackle. Like, we got to sign some of these guys, but clearly we're not going to outbid for that. Schofield here, 6'6". Maybe we can offer him a low end, like a small deal. Something like that. Let's get some tall interior linemen that we might be able to swing out. The thing is Brandon Linder. I know Brandon Linder is kind of like Ethan Posich. He's like 6'6". He's probably somewhat versatile. Maybe we could swing him out. We can get Jonathan Harrison, the Florida Gator. See if we can offer him a 3-year deal. The $2 million cap hit. Just get some guys in that interior. We might be able to do some shuffling around. All right, we're good on the defensive front. That was definitely our bread and butter last year. Good there. Middle linebacker, we're good there. Outside linebacker, we had Dawson. We don't fit a 3-4. Telvin Smith hit free agency. He was really good for us as a cover 2. 26. Kevin Pierre-Louis. I think he might be... Oh, we just go with Phil Dawson. Or, yeah, Paul Dawson. Corners, we got Poole, Ramsey, Colvin. Our guy we let go is the top available playmaker there. They bring Bradley Roby on a like a small deal. Again, not a lot of big names here. We give you like something like a 3-year, something like that. You know, Bradley Roby trying to get a starting gig, stepping out from the shadow of those beasts that were there in Denver. Strong safety. Like I said, we're gonna stick with those guys. So the big time comes to Derek Carr. Like, do I want to get a rookie quarterback and build up? Like that's it's such a dilemma. Either I build up on a rookie quarterback or I don't. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do, people? I'm going to end this video right here. And rather making this one a super long one, the next one will be equally long. You guys vote right now in the comment section below. Do you want me to go all in? I can afford. I can match anything that comes up for Derek Carr. Or do you want me to go out and draft a quarterback? Here's the current list of quarterbacks that I could be considering. There we go. Interactive connected franchise mode. Like I said, the Eagles one's more my little love child. This one here, I want to do what the people want to see. So do you want me to get Derek Carr? Let me just pop up my Word document here with the quarterback. So I can either get Derek Carr, or our quarterbacks could be Baker Mayfield, Josh Rosen, Jake Browning, Lamar Jackson, Sam Darnold. That's either those rookie quarterbacks, or we're going to go with Derek Carr. So let me know in the comment section below what quarterback you want to see go into next season, year 2 of the Huskies, as our starting quarterback. Thank you all for watching. Again, next episode, we're going to finish off the offseason with the rest of the free agency signings, as well as the draft, and set things up here for, the whole next year coming up. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.